Hi girls, this is your girl Vanessa coming to you with a foundation routine, and y'all excuse the way I look. I just got done with my brows. Yeah, I had to do my brows, fill my brows, and right now I have on a concealer on around my brows. Now I'm letting my brows grow out completely to get them back on track, and then have them reshaping later on in the future. So now I was requested to do a foundation routine. You guys will see me do. I'm just going to clean up my brows a little bit here. They're not perfect today, but you know, they're done. And a lot of people who are not used to doing their brow, I have a brow video on my brow routine. You guys can check that video out. I will link it below and give you the easy way that I do my brows. I'm going to also do another one when they're growing back so that you can see how I draw them in and excuse me, clean them up using my Sister 21's Beauty Treats concealer palette that I got from Beauty Treats, or City Colors Cosmetics. I'm sorry, Sister 21. That's the website. Sister 21 is where I purchased this palette. I need to get another because the too many concealers that I use are pretty much gone in zip pan, and I'm still using the edges of them. And I'm just kind of cleaning up the edges of the brows where the hair tends to grow back, and in order to keep that laid down. That makes sense, since I don't have excuse me, a razor shaper or whatever you want to call it to pluck or to shave them off, which like I said, I'm letting them grow out so I can do that. So let's move right along. I'm going to start off with just basically how I do my foundation routine. I have one or more foundation. Sometimes I mix my foundations and sometimes I don't, because I think this pretty much gives me full coverage. It is a dollar store brand. Beforehand, I do apply a sometimes I have a primer that I use, but right now I'm out of that primer, and I use my Cetaphil for my moisturizer, for just touches up around the places that I dry out the most, and sometimes my whole entire face. But right now I'm little to nothing on this here. I'm just putting some on the spots that my skin tends to dry out the most, if that makes sense. And yeah, I have some breakout, of course, and I just take some of that, just kind of blend to the dry spots where that they get the driest in my face. And then I do take a little bit and rub it all over my face, but since I've already started my brows, I already cleaned my face and done the things that I needed to do in order to get this stage started. So we're going to do my foundation routine. I'm going to start off with my LA Colors makeup foundation in the color Cocoa. I'm just going to take this and use my Amazon Amazon brush here. This is a brush I use to apply my foundation. I used to have a beauty blender, but I've lost it somewhere in this house, misplaced it, and then yeah. I also use some of my setting spray, which is the beauty supply store one I bought, and it's a match finish. So I'm going to spray a little bit of that onto my brush. Now everybody is completely different in how they do their foundation. They apply a whole bunch of primers and stuff like that. I personally don't have a primer at this time, because needless to say, I don't keep my makeup on all day because I'm not, you know, going any place. So right now, this is just a basic review on how I do my foundation for you guys, because this is by request. Okay, and I'll just kind of sweep across my eye as well, because I do have concealer on there, but I do have to get into some of the decoloration, if that makes sense, around my face. And everybody does apply their I'm just kind of patting it on there. And I also do the neck area where foundation I put it, as well as the ears, so that I can, y'all excuse the way my hair looks. I don't have on my unit, so I can do this look for you guys. And I'm just applying my foundation here. I just take my brush, my other Amazon brush, and then I just pat it on solely. And I believe that's a medium to full coverage. If you want a light, you know, I just used the light coverage today. I didn't do a full because I'm just doing a simple, probably another glitter eye look today. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do today for you girls. And basically clean up my brows with a concealer here. And don't worry, you don't have to do this. This is just something I do. It's just my routine, just to make sure everything kind of slowly matches up and not looking crazy. Brows are not perfect, but I don't want them looking crazy either. I'm just going to blend out this concealer. I'm going to take my angle brush. I'm going to go into my brow palette from City Colors. Just going to fill in some yeah, if that makes sense, so keep it. Yeah. Okay, and I'll just use my brow eye brush. Just kind of and then I'll just go back over the concealer spots that didn't get covered. And I'll just take my brush and just kind of pat that down so they are blended in, not looking crazy. This brow always gives me the hardest time when I'm filling it in. It's like the brow just disappears, if that makes sense. I hate this brow sometimes. Yeah, you get one, and you get them right before you even apply your foundation, and you know you got to go back to retouch them up. That's just something I do. And not everybody has that same skill set. I don't have all the things to keep my brows, because I have a few things that I need to pick up. That's on my list. But that's my foundation routine. I apply it using a little bit of the matte spray. Sometimes if I don't have it, I use it without it. So that's so you guys know this is how I apply my foundation. And now I'm just going to apply a highlight which I'll do that on my makeup video. But basically what I do, I just put a little concealer. I'm just going to do one eye. And then take any concealer of your choice that you are comfortable with, if that makes sense. And I'm going to take my concealer brush here. I'm going to wipe it off. So, wipe. I'm going to take a light concealer. I'm just going to use some of these here. I'm going to apply these. 1, 2. And I just apply a little bit of that, and I just take my brush and lighten up my face a little bit here. Also my eye. And some the drawstring of having hooded lids is aggravating, because you know it ain't flat out like most lids, so it's like kind of a stressful thing, but I deal with it. It's okay. It's what God gave me, in my opinion. And I'm going to take some of the contouring powder here, and I'm just going to go in with the lightest concealer. I'm gonna pat that on there to set the concealer. And it also gives it a highlight as well. And that's just one side. You can see the side change from dark to light, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to move on to the next one. Same brush, just got the concealer already on here. And I'm just going to take that same brush. I'm just going to pat that concealer under that eye as well as on there to give make my eyes more brighter, more wider, and kind of make them look more woke. Now droopy. Same scenario, of course. Getting the powder, and I'm setting this as a highlight as well. Now, I do my contouring a lot different than most of you ladies. Everybody has their own technique, like I said and stated before. Excuse me. I'm going to just take some of this. Oh, it's like a darker brownish color. Maybe you guys, lighting isn't doing any justice. And I'm just going to kind of swoop this down into the cheekbone area here, and do my contour. I don't always do a contour. I do a light bronzing, but that being said, this is my routine I wanted to get with you girls about, since it was requested and asked about, and so I wanted to just share that with you. And then I'll just take some of that, just kind of clean it up a little bit. But I'm going to rotate this out, because like I said, I'm not going to a harsh I'm not going to do a relatively strong contour today. I'm just going to do a light contour today, if that makes sense. And I'm going to also take a little of that. I'm going to apply that to my forehead in circle-like motions. I don't want a whole lot, just the bronzing. Okay. And I'll just touch up, excuse me, the highlight parts of my cheekbones. And also in the middle here, if that makes sense. Now, as far as contouring my nose, every now and then I'll contour my nose area, which I'm not going to do today. But that's just that you know that I do it sometimes, not all the time. I don't contour all the time. But I do today just a little bit. I want to get a whole lot of makeup on today. Just for one, it's hot. Two, it's just want to do something uniquely different today. And I'm just cleaning up my brows. a little bit more. Give them some highlight. And this brow always gives me hell. Just gonna clean it up a little bit more. Alright. And now I have showed you guys my routine. I do have powder I usually apply to set my foundation, but I don't have none available at this time. But I do have the where I highlighted. I use my Beauty Treats palette from Sister 21, and I use that to do the setting of that. And as far as highlight, this is the highlight of the day. You could also use the same palette. I'll add this little touch of highlight to my cheekbone areas to highlight. And I'll just take my little brush here. And I'll highlight. But that's pretty much my foundation routine. Brows are not on fleek today, but they'll do. And this is my foundation routine. Again, I use the LA Colors foundation in the color Cocoa, and my Beauty Treats Sister 21 by Sister 21's contouring palette, as well as the concealer palette from Sister 21 by Starry. And that is all on my foundation routine. If you guys have any questions, comments, or requests, please feel free to leave that in the comment box below, and we'll be back with a tutorial. So don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and have a great weekend, guys.